Call the meeting to order. Any changes, additions, removals to the agenda?
No, sir.
All right. Approve the minutes from the previous meeting, which was September 2nd.
I'll make a motion to approve the meeting minutes of the meeting of September 2nd.
I second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Comments from citizens? There appear to be none this evening. Department head report. We got the report in from Joe.
Actually, we got two of them,
Do it.
August and September.
Okay.
Well, I did anyway.
All right.
I printed out.
Yeah, no, they're both in there.
I'm shocked that we're only using,
Oh, no, August was attached to the September minutes.
Oh, is that what it was? Okay.
That's why you got
Yeah.
it.
I was quite surprised to see that we bring in 17.6 million, only use 7 in August, and then just a little bit less than that in September, but the drought obviously isn't.
I'm surprised too.
Joe and I talked yesterday, the day before, that, even in the throes of this drought, say if we're producing, I think the number that we say we average is 700,000 gallons a day. We even dropped down a little bit just to in the sixes, which is a good thing for us. But the springs are cranking, and they're flushing hydrants today. It's amazing, and I think it's just a testament that we're lucky what we have. That we've been on a stretch here, and they're still cranking.
Because we've had years where we've had to run a well.
A well,
just to support the springs.
Yeah, and
it's been a while.
We haven't even had to consider that
That's
today,
good.
which is great.
Great. Staff, they moved a couple curb stops and they fixed a leak on Pine Hill. That's kind of an ongoing.
So Pine Hill, and I was going to cover this under, but there's good enough time to do it, that has been an ongoing issue.
Behind Sam's.
Behind Sam's that runs up. It's an old line that's kind of been cobbed together. We are investigating, and we have a preliminary number that we'll probably bring to the board and speaking with Ron and kind of talking with some of the contractors about replacing that entire line with a line that is, rather than a plastic, HDPE line, but a fused line.
Yep.
All in this, drag it up the hill, trench it and drag it. Some of the preliminary numbers that we have gotten are very good, and I think if we can do it for those numbers, and I'm not going to quote them now because they're not official, but if we can do it for anywhere near that, we need to do it because we're spending that anyways to fix it.
Is it something that could happen this fall?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So, and I guess, it would be fused in the parking lot and dredged right and trenched and
weld it together.
Two excavators probably take it to drag it up that hill, and you're done.
Yeah.
Which would be, because, was it last year that we were out there fighting in the middle of the winter because it blew halfway up the hill?
Yeah.
Yeah, not ideal.
All right, we fixed that leak. The altitude valves are working fine. They're flushing hydrants, Depot and Court and Thompson Avenue. They're still flushing there. And we have a new member on a team, Tori Belpin.
Yep.
That's a new wastewater person.
Yes, so she started I want to say it was the 22nd of September. She has her grade 1 water, grade 3 wastewater and grade 1 water. Very knowledgeable, came highly recommended from the Rural Water Apprentice Program, which she was working for the town of Putney as well. Has seemed to transition very well right in there. So,
what grade do they need to be a water operator in ours? Just a 1?
1.
Okay, that's good. All right. All righty. So that's the department head report. Aged receivables report.
So for the water department, our aged receivables report is very good right now. We have a total of 25,000, 240 outstanding, only 6,000 is over 120.
You've cleaned that up pretty well.
We have
since
cleaned
the
that
last
up
time.
very well. Yeah.
Okay, good.
So we've really done a good job of following up and collecting. You know, sometimes when you come out with the wrench, it spurs things along. But a credit also to, you know, Tori and Diane and Cherry for really, you know, I try to stay on top of it, but these are the things that they bird dog, which is huge.
We delegate, that's right. All right, well, good work on that. Water allocation requests, there are none this month. Discuss clarity issues on Thompson and Orion.
So I put this on there because this has kind of been an ongoing issue that we've had. It seems to be a little bit better right now with the continued flushing. We had talked about the pigging and the ice pigging. That is grossly expensive.
I thought so.
To do that section is $85,000. And not sure whether it would be a solution, but, you know, I am a fix. But I always like when we go through problems, you know, check the proverbial boxes. Like, this is right. That was one that we had to check off. We have the next step is we have possibly rural water coming down to run a camera from the where it's the end is at the end of Prospect and Doug Road at the top, because it's dead ended there. So just to see if there's any a large amount of sediment in the lines or anything.
That's all fairly new.
But it's fairly new, yeah.
How do they get into the pipe to do that?
I think there is a clean out right there. But
Okay.
that's what we're gonna try.
Didn't hurt to look.
No.
Now, since we're a member of Rural Water, is that something, is this a service they provide, or do you?
It's very much like the leak detection stuff. Since we're a member and we pay our annual dues, it's part of what they provide to us. So
That's a no-brainer.
yeah, they come out a lot when we have issues with. We think there's a leak. They'll come with their leak detection and stuff like that. So it helps.
All right. So that's kind of an ongoing thing. Can they flush up there in the winter? Do you recall? I don't remember if they do or don't.
I believe they
Without making
did.
a mess.
I believe they did, but for not as long of an extended period of time, and just obviously depending on the weather conditions.
Manager update. I guess we kind of stole some of your.
Yeah, so I mean, I think you covered most of it. The water line over on Plumley, the river crossing has been completed.
On my list.
Yep,
Okay.
so that's been completed, which is good, so we can close that out with FEMA. So that was completed about 2 weeks ago by Daniels Construction.
Where did the line come from? Creaser Court, or?
Yeah, well,
Okay.
it came from Plumley over to Creaser.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
and that's the piece that was taken out and it tied back in.
Correct.
It loops back around.
Yeah, so we have the full loop
Okay.
now, which
I was always- I was
is
curious
important.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
I think we kind of covered everything
Yeah.
else.
Spun out here. All right. Other business. I got a couple other questions. The camera at the Springs. How's that coming along?
Just waiting on the install from Countryside.
You,
We'll give them
Give 'em a jingle.
Give them a
It's been,
tickle. Yes, they're coming to do another one too. So
July.
I have a feeling they're trying to package it all together. But I'll follow up on them this week.
Okay. And my question is always about leaks and breaks, and we have the one on Pine Hill, Plumbing Avenue's done. So I'm assuming we're all set for winter. They don't have anything else they know about hanging out there.
Not that we're aware of
I
right
know
now.
they're short of staff.
Yeah, we have a couple applications that we're reviewing. But hopefully pushing into the winter, we'll have somebody who's in there.
Okay. next meeting would be November 4th.
I have a couple
Yes.
things maybe.
Yes.
First off, the last meeting for the asset management plan workshop that's coming up on the 14th. I won't be able to go to that one. But it's an all-day meeting on the 14th. You guys can
You
cover
get that, Ron?
I can go.
Okay. I appreciate that, because, all right. All right.
Where, do I just meet Joe someplace and go together?
Yeah, Joe will jump. Yeah, you guys
He'll
can
get
come on.
have him get a hold of me or whatever.
It's just up in the planning commission building on the second floor, so
Yeah.
drive yourself.
So how are those going? Are those very good?
I wouldn't say very good is the terminology.
Yeah.
It's I don't know, a little bit lengthy for what they're covering, and they
Okay.
like to stop and have you do activities along the way and getting groups and things like that. So
I did see BJ coming out of the meeting for lunch at the last one, and he looked a little dazed when he was coming out. Like, that's how I felt. when
it's
I was-
not a riveting conversation.
Team building.
I'm not gonna put that.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Ron, for doing that.
And, did Chris Young's position end up getting posted?
So his position is posted. Have a few applicants. We're gonna kind of shuffling through them, and we'll see exactly where we land with that.
Okay, all right, thanks.
All right. Agenda items for next time. There's always something to discuss.
Yeah.
We signed the warrant orders. I'd like to have an executive session for personnel if we could. Is that okay?
Yep.
All right. I'd entertain a motion for that then.
I'll move to have an executive session right now.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.